Okay. Thank you, Sam. I am so thankful to be here. Thank you to you all for welcoming me to such a momentous occasion. From the dinner last night to today, I'm surrounded by such amazing people, and so I can really feel such gratitude for all of you here. I want to begin by saying I'm so grateful to be in this historic city again. It's my second time here at the Vatican, and as I was walking through the streets yesterday, I experienced the same feeling that I did when I first walked through these streets a couple years back. This place is a living monument to the human experience, and its joys and its tragedies and its mysteries as we walk through the halls of this Vatican. The city has bared witness to so much history, and being here now with all of you at the Pontifical Academy of Sciences, I am reminded of the significance of this institution's history and the lessons it carries for the future of our work. See, this institution was founded with the purpose of advancing our world by supporting students from all backgrounds, so long as they share a common commitment to building a more hopeful, just, and peaceful future. The Pontifical Academicians who have passed through these same halls are as brilliant as they are diverse. And this institution's long and distinguished history reminds us that the path towards progress is not walked by the few, but a common journey traveled by many. It embodies the timeless lesson of St. Thomas Aquinas that it is better to illuminate than merely to shine, to deliver to others contemplated truths than to merely contemplate. So we are gathered here today to deliver on one of the central truths of our time, the Sustainable Development Goals. And I join this gathering as a representative of a cause much larger than myself. My name is Camille Bangug, as Sam mentioned before, and as a senior at Georgetown University, I serve as a campus director for the Millennium Fellowship, a program presented by the UN Academic Impact and Millennium Campus Network. We are a movement of 530 undergraduate students, all working on projects in our respective communities to advance the SDGs. We join under the banner of the Millennium Fellowship to collaborate, to celebrate, to find solidarity with each other, and by raising our voices in unison as the Millennium Class of 2018, we are determined to take ownership of the future that our generation will inherit. Our class spans 30 campuses across 13 nations around the world, from Lagos State University in Nigeria to Northwest Agricultural University in China, to my campus, Georgetown University in the United States. Our class operates at universities public and private, small and large, in every region of the world. And while our student contributions may appear small, in aggregate, our fellowship projects advance all 17 of the SDGs and are projected to positively impact the lives of over 300,000 individuals this year. And we come from several different walks of life with infinite variations in experiences. But like the Pontifical Academy of Sciences, our diversity is one of our greatest strengths. The Millennium Fellowship harnesses our diverse experiences to create a vibrant student community where youth leaders from around the world can learn from and with each other. Through monthly in-person sessions on each campus, paired with global webinars, the program ensures we have the requisite training, connections, and recognition to meaningfully contribute to our common vision. And I'm blessed to be a part of this community because it is truly one of the richest learning environments I've ever been a part of. If being in a university has taught me anything, it is that sometimes the most profound lessons don't come from your professors, no offense to professors, but sometimes they come from the peers that are sitting next to you in your classes or that you share a meal with during breaks. And the Millennium Fellowship expands this network of peers to hundreds of other impact-oriented students. And to be able to learn from and collaborate with these students is a privilege and an endless source of ideas, perspective, and inspiration. In building this community, we learn each day the power of community in achieving the global goals. And we raise our voices together as Millennium Fellows because the future doesn't belong to those who turn a blind eye. It belongs to those who are willing to meet the challenges of our world with compassion and conviction, like all of you convened here today. It is a vision that inspires Elsie, a Syrian refugee and a Millennium Fellow studying in Australia and advancing SDG number 4 through her work with United Voices, an organization that aims to provide refugees with support and opportunities in local communities. It is a vision that inspires Cynthia, a Millennium Fellow studying in Ghana, advancing SDG number 5, as a founder of Life Lifters Foundation, a mentorship incubator that seeks to build the next generation of female leaders and role models in Nandi County, Kenya. And it is a vision that inspires my co-director and friend, Faye, advancing SDG number 5 by publishing her novel entitled Unveiled, Through the Eyes of an Arab Woman, to empower and combat stereotypes of Arab women by highlighting their diverse experiences. And it is a vision shared by each Millennium Fellow in our class as we pursue our projects in the hopes of creating meaningful change. In this journey, we know we are not alone. We stand as a group of 530 individuals. But we also know that we are not the only members of our generation working towards these goals. In fact, there are thousands more students around the world who share this vision, if not more. The Millennium Fellowship class of 2018 had applicants from over 20 universities across 57 nations. For next year's fellowship, we already have heard from hundreds of students who are inspired and want to join this community. And this unbelievable momentum reflects the passion and the energy and the drive that younger generations bring to the SDGs. So many of us share this vision. I know that so many of you know this, and so many of us are inspired to dedicate our energy and talent to this cause. But the question that we're left with then is, how can we tap into this burgeoning passion? How can we create more opportunities to activate youth leaders around the world? How can we enable a critical mass of younger people to take hold of the future and turn the SDGs from a far-fetched list of goals to a concrete reality? The Millennium Fellowship is one solution, but there is still so much more to be done. We must collaborate across generations to expand access to opportunities, education, and resources for young people across all backgrounds. Only then can we fully harness this electrifying momentum driven by the passion of young people around the world. Only then can we see the SDGs take root and see its benefits shared not by a small few, but by all people around the world who seek greater dignity, wider prosperity, and peace. I am deeply grateful to all of the organizers of the Vatican Youth Symposium, specifically to all of the outstanding SDSN youth members, and this lovely song to give me some energy in the last part of my speech. All of you SDSN youth team members, thank you again, I needed that. You have all done such amazing work. I'm so delighted to meet you all and continue engaging, and thank you for inspiring the generations that are coming after you. I also want to thank the Millennium Fellowship and Georgetown University for enabling me to be here, and my family for driving me and inspiring me to continue this work. I know I believe this symposium with a lifetime's worth of inspiration, but what I would like to impart on all of you is to remember that we are stronger in numbers, that we are stronger when we invest in the passion of young leaders, and we are strongest when we activate as many young people as we can to be a part of this movement. Thank you so much.
Thank you.